Today's sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, and Thomas has it. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Giants 0. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mullins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The Cowboys 31-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 45, come on. Check 45. 80.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Mike, 45. I got you. You're all mine. The quarter. You're all mine.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's got a man. It's Williams. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
You got tight right there. Back. 80.
They'll run on first down. Mullins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
45. Rip right. No.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Rosen's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 14.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Monday.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right now, you waste on travel. 49, check 49. Shift. Hey, one attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't need to. Hey, 57, 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Lloyd. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. That one good for 37 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Switch it, clear, switch it. Check.
On Sunday. 15. Hey, motion backfield.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike outside. Mike 50. Watch the twitch. Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Hey.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Monday.
45.
5.
45. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down is Rosen. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Rosen on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45.
They'll try the left side. It's Mullins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Watch the curl. Hey, Corey. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, wahoo. Give me that ball, defense. 52.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
To throw is Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alert, alert, alert. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen over the middle, complete. That's Mullins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
45, 45, 45.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mullins, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
45's the mic.
Rosen will throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hatch it. Hatch. Hey, alert, alert. General West. Fresno.
On first down, it's Mullins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check, 45 to Mike. So we got man. 45, 80, Mike, 45.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Rosen to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Mullins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
There we go.
On second down, it's Mullins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mullins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead. It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Easy. Hey, 15. Alpha.
On first down, Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, come on. Single, single. Switch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Scene 6. Here we go. Chopper, chopper. All day, every day, any day.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Howard complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
At the 35-yard line.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Run that. Hey, Delta. 52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Mullins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Middle.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Echo.
52. Ready?
Monday.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now Rosen. Got a man. It's Brown. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Hey, Alpha.
Get the ball. 52's the mic. What?
Hey, alert.
Tight down. There you go. 52's the mic.
Yeah.
52's the mic.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Monday.
52, right 52. Here we go. 552.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike.
Yellow.
Look at it. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
15.
Check three.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Check the backer. Check. General. Max. Check hot route. Hot. Check safety.
Mahomes to throw. Steps away. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score Cowboys 17, Giants 16.